BPA students head to the state conference and women's basketball reflect on a tough season. We are in Richmond and we are I'm Noah Foster. We begin today with Ryan Miller, who takes a look back at what might have been one of the toughest seasons in the history of RHS girls basketball.
After finishing an 8-6 season and losing to Mount Vernon in the sectional, the girls basketball team had to face tons of hardships throughout the year, but one of the toughest challenges they had to overcome was the limitations of COVID.
Well, it was tough, especially when you're on COVID and you're quarantined, so you're in the house, so you really can't go work out, you can't go run, you can't do things to try to help the situation. When you come back, your legs are gone and you got to try to get back in shape, and so you deal with those type of things. We dealt with it 4 times this year, so we really never got in a groove. We never got a chance to really get going, but at the same time, we didn't make excuses. All things considered, I felt like we had a really good year with the hand we were dealt. I think the kids responded well to it. I was proud of the way they handled themselves, going through it 4 times, and the way we battled back every time.
It was difficult trying to figure out what games could be played.
I think the lack of games that we had, so the teams, we couldn't control whether the opposite team would be quarantined, and we couldn't control whether we've been quarantined. So it was hard to get in the amount of games that we usually get in, which is around 24 or 26. We got in maybe 14, 13, and that was just tough because experience in high school basketball is huge, and especially for the upcoming people, the freshmen, to see that, and it's just tough, yeah.
Of course, we had 5 seniors this year, and of course it was tough on them. Not only just losing the sectional game, but we lost about anywhere from 8 to 10 games on our schedule this year that we didn't get a chance to play. So not only did we get put in a tough spot for that sectional game, but overall that senior group lost games that they'll never get back.
For seniors, their high school career may be over, but they are grateful for their experience that they were given.
I'm going to be playing basketball in college, obviously, which is a blessing, but I'm definitely going to miss this school, the program, my teammates, my coaches. That made me who I am. Richmond basketball team made me who I am, so I couldn't be any more grateful than that. I'm grateful for the relationships that I built with each of these people. My teammates became my sisters, my coaches became like my second parents, my mentors, so I couldn't be any more fortunate than that, and I'll definitely miss it.
The last one, it hit right before sectional. We lost the last couple games we didn't get to play because of COVID, and then we're off quarantine again. Then we come back and we get to have 2 practices before we go play a tough Mount Vernon team in sectional. But again, at the same time, it was a tough situation for us, but we didn't make excuses. And I felt like when the girls came back that time, they came back focused. We had really good practices for those 2 days. I was extremely proud and pleased with the way we came back and our approach to practice to try to get ready for that sectional game. So I would say that the last one hit us the hardest.
For On the Air, I'm Ryan Miller.
Great job, ladies. We're proud of how hard you fought this season. We want to congratulate all the RHS Business Professionals of America members who won or placed at BPA Regionals and will continue on to state this weekend. Good luck at the State Leadership Conference this Sunday and Monday. 19 students will be competing, with 16 students competing in multiple events. All of them will be looking to advance to the national finals later this year. Good luck! Now let's check a couple of announcements. Seniors, remember, there's another chance to get your help filing for your FAFSA this Sunday, March 7th. Go to collegegoalsunday.org to find out more. And it's time to sign up for the BPA Shamrock 5K. This year, it's a virtual running event. You sign up online and then run your choice of event on your own time, anytime in the month of March. You can run a mile fun run, 5K, 10K, or even a half marathon. You can even compete in all of them. Registration deadline is March 17th, and deadline to pay your entry fees is March 31st in order to receive your participation packet, shirts, and awards. For more information or to register, go to the RHS BPA Facebook page or email Mrs. Selm. It's time for the Red Devil Sports Reports with Billy.
Boys basketball wraps up their season. Gymnastics heads to the regional and call-outs next week for a unified track. We told you last week that the Red Devils had a tough bracket in the sectional this year, and it proved too tough as they fell to Mount Vernon on Wednesday night. RHS fought hard but came up short 40-34. The Red Devils were led by junior Stephen Douglas with 16 points. Darian Smith added 7. RHS fell behind early in a low-scoring contest with 19-7. But in the second half, RHS outscored the Marauders in both the third and fourth quarters, but it wasn't enough to overcome the deficit. The Red Devils end their season with a 10-10 record with high hopes for next year with everyone returning. In the upset of the night, Greenfield Central defeated New Palestine 72-59. New Pal had not lost to any of the sectional teams this year and was the pre-sectional favorite. That sets up the Friday night games of Anderson and Pendleton Heights and Mount Vernon versus Greenfield Central. In other postseason action, RHS Gymnastics are heading to the regional tomorrow at Columbus East, where the girls look to earn a regional championship and topple rival Columbus East and earn a trip back to state for Lizzie Ruger to defend her 2020 state all-around championship. Good luck to the girls tomorrow. Western sports are almost over, and here with another update is Athletic Director Warren Cook.
Good morning, Richmond High School. Mr. Cook here, coming to you from my office once again. Wanted to give you a few athletic updates from last week or this past week and also for next week. So winter sports quickly coming to an end, kind of wrapping up everything. We got one winter sport still going, gymnastics. We'll talk about that in a minute. But things wrapped up. Swimming wrapped up. Ben Quinn, congratulations, swam in the state meet. First person to compete in the state meet for Richmond High School as a swimmer since 2010. So Ben had a great season. Congratulations, Coach Huber. She was the sectional coach of the year, which is awesome. So once again, our coaches getting rewarded for the things that they do, and then also our kids as well. One sport that did finish up this week as well, boys basketball, after a 10-win regular season. Great year. Congratulations to the coaches and to the players on the hard work and efforts that you put in this year. And but we came to an end in the sectional this past week here at Tiernan Center. And but congratulations to you on a great season. We have one team still moving. All right, one team still going. Richmond Gymnastics, okay? NCC Coaches of the Year, Coach Justine and Flo, great job. So once again, coaches being recognized from here in Richmond for the things that they do. I'm very excited about this. They were sectional champions last weekend, and they're headed to Columbus tomorrow morning to compete in the regional gymnastics meet. And then let's move forward and let's move on to that state meet once again. Head to Ball State and compete in that state meet as a team would be great. So very excited about our gymnastics team. Let's talk a little bit about next week. We got a couple things going. We got girls softball tryouts will begin on Monday. So they'll be at 4:30 on Monday. Coach Townsend's got some great things going. Got a lot of girls coming out. So I very much look forward to our softball season. We'll talk about baseball a little bit more next week. Track's going. Let's come out, if you're interested in track, you're still interested in track, come see Coach Wysong and go see her, get the details about practice things. Great way to keep yourself involved. The thing I'm really excited about too, unified track. I'm really excited about unified track. It'll be our first year to compete. We started to get it going last year and then COVID hit, so we were unable to compete. But we've got some meets scheduled. We got some things going. There'll be a call-out meeting in Mrs. Avery's room next Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'm very excited about unified track. Anybody who wants to be a partner athlete or an athlete, come out and see what it's all about and get involved in this. Unified track is a phenomenal thing, and it's going to be a lot of fun for us this year. So those are kind of our updates from last week for this week. Great winter season. Congratulations to all our coaches and our athletes for the efforts that they put in and the season that they had. So we made it through COVID for the winter season. To me, we were very successful, but everybody always please remember, make sure you mask up, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.
And we wrap up with more about unified sports.
For the first time at OHS, there will be unified sports, starting with.
We are a go for track and field. I am hopeful that we will have some standout athletes and maybe have a couple that would make it to state competition. But we are very interested in this first year of getting a team together and participating in at least 3 track and field events this spring. Unified sports consists of athletes that have intellectual disabilities as well as athletes that do not have intellectual disabilities. They train together, they compete together, they support each other, and it's really a wonderful thing. It's connected to Special Olympics, but not just athletes with intellectual disabilities compete. They're all part of one team that compete together.
For Honor You, I am Jason Huntworth.
So don't forget the call out for unified track next Tuesday and Wednesday at 3:30 in Coach Avery's room, R135, right near the elevator on the ground floor. You will need a physical on file in the athletic office by March 15th to be able to compete. For more information, you can email Coach Avery at mavery@rcs.k12.in.us. That's your sports. I'm Billy.
As we leave today, here's a flashback to 1984 and the final basketball game ever played in Civic Hall, including a quick look at the then under construction Tiernan Center. If you'd like to see the entire game, you can watch it on the RHS Radio TV YouTube channel. Before on the air, I'm Noah Foster. Have a great weekend.